Hi guys, welcome back to Cheers. We hope you had a great week. Today we have a yellow chromatic look for you prepared by Chanel, and if you like this look, then just keep watching. Since this video is focused on the eyes, Chanel already did her base makeup and her foundation as well as eyebrows. So now she's going to go in the color Pregame from her Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette and just brush this all over her lids. Now for her transition shade, Chanel went in with the color Nudie, also from the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette, and is just swiping that across her crease area. Now Chanel's going to go in with the color Paper Tiger from ColourPop and just basically brush this all over her lids and kind of go over what she already did with Pregame. And we're loving this color, especially for the season. It has that brownish nudeness to it, but then it also has that pop of yellow in it. So you're still a bit trendy, but still keeping it classy. And we are both definitely loving the ColourPop eyeshadow pressed powder, just because it is very pigmented, as you can see from Chanel, and a little definitely goes a long way. And now Chanel's going back in the color Nudie, just to give her transition a smoother finish. Chanel then went back in the color Paper Tiger just to darken her outer V, and then I told her to look at the camera, so she was just way too intense about it at this part, but yeah. Don't she look so pretty, guys? Now Chanel is going to go in with her NYX eyeshadow primer. I know she's doing it now, kind of weird, but just bear with us. And is just putting that onto the center of her lids so that her highlight shade will be able to pop a bit more out of the yellow that she's already put onto her lids. Chanel then decided to go in with her Lancome sample palette, so not exactly sure what color that is, but if you just have like a gold shimmery color, then that should work for this look for you. And she just put it over her white eyeshadow primer from NYX. And this is what the look looks like so far. Doesn't she like? And because Chanel really likes to blend, she did lose some of that Paper Tiger intensity in the blending process, so she's just going back in to darken up the look just a bit more. Now that Chanel's done with her eyeshadow, she's going to go in with her black liquid liner from Jordana and just line her eyes. How Chanel likes to draw her liner is rather than flicking it upwards, she likes to drag out the line a little bit more in a straight fashion, just because her eyes do have a natural upward slant, so this straight line balances that look out. And rather than doing a thick line on her lids, she likes to keep it very, very close to the lash line with a very thin line, just because if she were to do a thicker line, then with the shape of her eyes and lids, this would actually make her eyes look a bit more closed and droopy or sleepy rather than the open and bright-eyed look that you usually see her with, or always see her with. She's so pretty. And then on like a little baby brush such as this one, let me get that zoomed in for ya, and then zoom back out to Chanel's bottomless face. Chanel's just going to take a brown and accentuate her quote-unquote non-existent crease line and just darken that up a little bit to give that a shadow and a more dramatic look to her eyes. And then with a small brush like this one, excuse Chanel's ratchetness here for just 1 second, just go back in with the color Paper Tiger and brush that along the lower lash line, and Chanel brought this all the way into the inner corner of her eye. After smudging out the look a bit, Chanel really was feeling herself, and rightly so, because she be looking bomb with this monochromatic look. I'm loving it, at least. Hope you guys are liking it too so far. Then she took the same color gold from her Lancome palette and is just highlighting the inner corners of her eyes. And after that, Chanel wanted to darken up the look a little bit, so she just took the same brown that she was using to darken up her crease and just smudged out the brown on the lower outer third part of her eye. Now it's lash time! And Chanel has been working very hard and practicing very hard to put fake lashes on, because before this whole channel we both didn't do it. So since we wanted to do this for our viewers, she's been practicing, and this is the first time we'll be introducing her efforts. And to prep it, she just curled her lashes and will be putting on Wet n Wild's Max Volume. And this is the one where the packaging gets super ratchet, but it's what's on the inside that counts, guys. And this one is super bomb. It's very cheap and we definitely recommend it. Chanel will be going in with these lashes from Ardell that she got from TJ Maxx. And sorry, we don't know the actual title of the lashes because the name got scratched off of the box, but Chanel got the ones that were most natural looking, and we'll be demoing them for you here today. And she's already cut them down to size to match her natural eye shape and size, and is going in with a duo lash and applying the glue and letting it kind of sit for around 30 seconds until the glue gets tacky to put it onto her lids. So while waiting for the glue to dry, of course Chanel had to get down and jiggy with it. And oh, look at that neck oscillation and movement though. Chanel be hitting up the clubs, but not really, so you know, she's just gonna sip on this wine and get that refreshment out of it, because this is, you know, a wine and makeup channel, so it's necessary. And of course, instead of putting it on as lashes, Chanel needs to put it on as a mustache, because, you know, she's just got a mustache, you a question. I'm sorry guys, I had to do it. Please don't think I'm super lame for it. And now Chanel's finally putting on her lashes, and she likes to start off with putting the center of the lashes on the center of her lids and getting as close to the lash line as possible. Then moving to the outer part and then to the inner part and just pressing it down. She then took this little nifty tool that came with her lashes from Ardell and just pinched her real lashes and her fake lashes together, like so. But if you don't have a tool like this, then just using your fingers should do the trick well enough. So while Chanel was clamping on her fake to her real lashes, her inner fake lash popped off. So she's actually putting on a little bit of the glue that she dabbed onto the tip of her thin tweezers, and then is just going to go back in with her tweezers to dab that inner corner in a little bit more. And finally, once that dried up, she went back in with her little handy dandy clamp tool and is clamping down her lashes again. And nifty little tip for you, Chanel found that because she puts on her mascara before she put on her fake lashes, that when she's clamping it down, that mascara actually acts as a bit of a bonding agent with her real lashes and her fake lashes to give it a more blended and flawless finish. Then as a final step with the lashes, she goes back in with her black liquid liner and just colors in the band, since the glue that she used is a clear glue. So rather than having it kind of stand out on her lash line, if you color it in, then it kind of blends in the band, the glue, and the liner all together. Then to complete the look, Chanel just used Shiseido's liquid lipstick in the color B310, which is a very pretty nudie color with a light pink undertone to it to complement her nudie yellowy eyelids. And this is the finished look, and if you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and we will see you next week. But until then, cheers to a good week. Thanks for watching.